Hey there, fellas. It's time we had a little chat about the wild ride of being a man in 2024. Spoiler alert, it ain't always easy being a dude. So here's the deal. In case you haven't noticed, there's this thing called double standards floating around like a bad smell. Let's talk about emotions, shall we? You know, those pesky little feelings that everyone has, but no one wants to acknowledge. Turns out, if you're a dude and you dare to shed a tear or show a hint of vulnerability, you're labeled as weak, or God forbid, unmanly. Meanwhile, Becky over there can bawl her eyes out over a broken nail, and it's considered totally normal. Go figure. Now, we all know that this goes both ways. For instance, when a guy dates around, he's hailed as the man, while a woman who does the same is labeled with all sorts of colorful words. It's like we're living in some twisted rom-com where the rules only apply to one half of the population. But today, we are going to stick to how men get the short end of the stick regarding double standards, since we are all clear on how women also get the short end of the stick in certain ways. This is something that us women don't always want to acknowledge. I mean, yeah, girl power and everything. But let's be honest, this does go both ways, and it does affect men as well. So it's important to recognize that us women aren't the only ones that are held to double standards. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Despite the uphill battle, there's still hope for y'all dudes out there. You may have to dodge a few extra obstacles and jump through a few more hoops, as with women juggling the struggle of double standards. But that just makes the victory all the sweeter. It seems like every time you turn around, there's another article or social media post telling men what you should and shouldn't be. From having the perfect chiseled jawline to being a sensitive soul who's always in touch with his emotions. It's like you're expected to be some sort of mythical creature, part Greek god, part teddy bear. But don't be too in touch with your emotions, because then you're labeled as weak. And don't even get me started on the whole provider thing. Apparently, you're supposed to be bringing home the bacon, frying it up in a pan, and still having time to give your partner foot massages and sing them love songs. Talk about pressure. But wait, there's more. While you're busy trying to live up to these impossible standards, it seems like us ladies have a checklist of our own. And let's just say, it's not exactly a walk in the park. From expecting you to be mind readers, to demanding that you don't dare take them to the Cheesecake Factory for a first date. It's enough to make even the most confident man question his worth, and sometimes his sanity. And don't even get us started on the whole height thing. Apparently, if you're not towering over everyone like a human skyscraper, you might as well kiss your chances of finding love goodbye. Who knew being vertically challenged was such a deal breaker? So, what's a guy to do in a world where the rules seem to change faster than a Kardashian's new love interest? It's time to embrace the absurdity of it all and realize that nobody, and I mean nobody, has it all figured out. Instead of trying to fit into society's narrow definition of masculinity, celebrate the wonderfully diverse spectrum of what it means to be a man, what it means to be you. Whether you're a burly lumberjack or a sensitive artist, you're valid, you're valuable, and you're deserving of love and respect. No checklist required. So, here's to all the men out there who've ever felt like they don't quite measure up. You're not alone, and you're certainly not any less of a man for not fitting into society's stupid, arbitrary mold. Embrace your quirks, own your uniqueness, and remember, real men aren't defined by others' expectations. They define themselves. When life gives you lemons, make some hard lemonade, extra sour, just like those double standards. To all the ladies watching this, cut the guys some slack, will ya? A lot of them are doing the best they can in a world that's constantly changing the rules. Till next time, my friends, you got this.